I'm Wayne. Welcome to Wednesdays with Wayne, brought to you by the Real Estate Business School, where you get your license and learn to use it. This is the learn to use it part. So, I was thinking about this thing called success. So, today my topic is think about it. And I'll start with the question: what is success? We talk about success, we read about success, we hear about success, we talk about success. We watch, listen, learn from successful people. We want to be successful. If we're successful, we want to be more successful. What does it even mean? I mean, I love to think about this. What does it mean to be successful? And so I decided I would start with the meaning of the word. So I opened up my browser and asked Mr. G, what does success mean? And according to Mr. G is Google, of course. Mr. G is Google. I call him Mr. G. Oxford defines success as the accomplishment of a goal or a purpose. So I got to looking, and I'm telling you, if you want to get confused, go ask Mr. G something because there's more answers than there are grains of sand on the beach. I mean, it's amazing. There are so many definitions for success. I know because I went and saw them all, and by the time I got done reading them all, I wasn't clearer on the definition. I was actually more confused. And it seems like it's whatever you think it is. I mean, uh, uh, so my observation is that there are many levels of success. These are my notes and my thoughts. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I've observed a lot of people who many of us would call a success, but they didn't think they were. You know, they always thought, well, I could have done it better. I could have done more. I could have been more. And I messed up this, that. And there's just this ongoing quest for perfection and getting better and getting to the next level. And to me and to others, people I know, very successful, but they often don't feel that way. And then I've noticed that other people um, sometimes accomplish like really basic things, like getting to and fro the mailbox, and they call that successful. I'm like, okay. So then, who am I to judge, right? I mean, who are we to judge other people's success? Are you successful because I say so? Am I successful because you say so? So anyway, I got to thinking about and remember this story, this conversation I had with this guy, a great guy. So I think it's something we define for ourselves. Take residential real estate as a perfect example. Why is it that the top producer in the office of the company gets the award? So here's the story. I'm at the school. I'm walking from one end to the other, going down the hallway, and I pass this gentleman, and we greet each other. And he says, "Are you Wayne Morgan?" I said, "Yes." So we got to talking, and really interesting guy. He had a stint in the military, and then he became the CEO of a Fortune 1000 company and was very successful. Left, started his own company, sold it for more than he thought it was worth, more successful, and now he's getting into real estate. So I got curious. I don't know if you're curious by nature. I think most of us are, but I am. Um, I said, well, let me ask you a question. I mean, having done all that success, all that career, why are you starting over now? And he says to me, I'll never forget it. He says, I remember he said, I like staying busy. I like learning new things and being challenged. And he told me if I can sell a house or two a month, you know, buy another vacation, stay active, I like learning new things. I like being challenged. I kind of like learning about real estate. I've always been curious about it. If I can sell a couple houses a month, that's fine with me. I don't need the money. I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm good. I've got enough. If I can sell a couple houses a month and spring for a new vacation, I'd be happy. And then he said the thing that I'll never forget. He goes, besides, Wayne, you can only play so much golf. So he's a frustrated golfer. Anyway, I'll never forget it. So if the definition, but it got me to thinking even more. So let me ask you this. If the definition of success, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is the accomplishment of a goal or purpose, and he sells 2 homes a month, isn't he just as successful as the top producer? Then I thought maybe it would be more useful to the company if they had everyone write down their goals for the year. And then at the end of the year, instead of just handing out awards to the top listing agent and the top buyer's agent and what other categories that they made up to give awards for, after you've done all that, why don't they just give awards to everyone who wrote down their goals and accomplished them? Because according to Oxford, they're just as successful. Now think about this. That's the meaning of success, right? So imagine the effect it might have on everyone who'd written down their goals and accomplished them. I mean, how many times do we get awarded publicly for writing down goals and accomplishing them? How many times has someone come up to you and said, hey, I see you wrote down your goals in January and you accomplished them by December. Nicely done. Here's an award. Have a plaque. Now, imagine how that act, rewarding people who wrote down their goals and achieved them. Think about the effect not only it has on people who did it, but those who didn't. Now think about how this group might approach the goal setting process for the next year. Now think about what the company might be like if they had a whole group of people, instead of dreading or regretting or simply not going through this goal setting achievement process, which is one of the top 5, if not the number one reason that successful people attribute their success to. They wrote down goals and achieved them. And most people who are successful say, you got to write down the goal. Got to commit them to writing. Well, imagine having a whole company doing that because you rewarded that behavior. You rewarded that result. Imagine how successful that company and everyone in it might be. So my thought for today was set goals and reward yourself when you achieve them. Give yourself an award. So as you go through this process of going from level to level in your journey to success, until you get to the point where in your mind, you feel like, okay, I'm here. This is where I wanted to be. I got here. I did it. It was hard, a struggle. It made me a different person. I'm not the same person who started this journey. At times I regretted making this decision and doing all this. But you know what? I did it. I'm glad I'm here. And then if I could just encourage you, no matter how big or how small, celebrate the win. Think about it. I'll see you next week. Thank you. This has been Wednesday. Still is Wednesday. I'm still Wayne. I still thank you for your time. I'll see you next week. Goals. Write them down. Commit to them. Achieve them. Reward yourself. Celebrate the wins. See you next week. Thanks.